Paramount? Yeah, here it is. Paramount has won the bidding war for Warner Brothers. After Netflix withdrew, saying that the deal was no longer financially attractive, Paramount will now own the... Holy shit! Let me go and find it. Paramount wins. This is huge.
Story seems to have more twists and turns than an Agatha Christie novel. Just when you thought it was all over, along comes a last-minute play to completely change the game. It seemed like only yesterday I was reporting on the sale of Warner Brothers to Netflix after an intense bidding war with Paramount in a $100 billion mega deal that seemed to signal a shift in the balance of power in Hollywood.
Definitely.
The beginning of the end for both the studio system and the theatrical release model, as all the major players were slowly being gobbled up and absorbed into the streaming giants. But then Paramount took a look at the situation and decided...
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
And promptly upped their bid to a frankly ludicrous $111 billion, at which point Netflix decided, yeah, fuck that bro, we're out. And just like that...
Man. So now Paramount's buying them out.
Paramount had pulled victory from the jaws of defeat, seeing off Netflix in an exercise of raw financial power.
They just brought in the money.
What the hell does this even mean for the future of filmmaking, theatrical releases, and the massive slate of IPs and divisions under the Warner Brothers umbrella? Because let's not mince words here, Paramount now control a pretty massive slice of the media landscape.
Yeah, look at this. They own like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, SpongeBob, Transformers. Holy shit. This is all under one company. Oh my god.
Not just entertainment,
Mission
IPs,
Impossible,
movies and TV shows,
Mortal
but
Kombat,
news
Star
networks
Trek,
as well. What are they going to do with all this power and influence?
Oh no.
Well, to answer that question, you should probably consider the man at the top of this particular pyramid, David Ellison, the billionaire owner of Paramount Skydance, and the son of Larry Ellison, the world's third richest man, with a net worth of almost $250 billion.
This guy's worth 250. Damn, bro. Like, so they just went in there, put their dick on the table, and they bought out. They just bought out Warner Brothers. Holy shit. God damn. Yeah.
Fuck.
Ellison started in the industry by founding Skydance Media back in 2006 with nothing more than a little elbow
TikTok
grease,
too?
some can-do attitude, and yes, a massive infusion of money from his dads. What can I say, man? Having the world's third richest man as your father probably has a few perks.
It sure does, yeah, lucky guy.
Anyway, fast forward a couple of decades, and David was keen to expand his business empire, and one quick and efficient way to do that was to buy out the struggling Paramount Pictures, which was the studio equivalent of a fixer-upper. It had lots of valuable IPs and networks under its control, but years of bad decisions and corporate restructures meant that it no longer had the resources and confidence to exploit them.
What a
That's
surprise.
great and all, but you might think that the FCC would have a thing or two to say about such a huge merger of corporations.
Nope.
Especially when it comes to news channels like CBS on the line. Not to worry though, because as it turns out, David is good pals with the man in the White House, and I
very convenient.
Kinda like to imagine the conversation played out something like this.
What do you want?
Hey Don, any chance you could lean on the FCC and get them to approve that Skydance merger for me? I sure would appreciate it, buddy.
I don't know about that, Dave. People might have questions.
Well, if you could make this happen, I'll fire everyone at CBS and replace them with people who only say nice things about you.
Consider it done.
Cheers.
It's that easy,
bro. And so, approval was granted and the deal went ahead.
Yep.
Paramount became Paramount Skydance and David set his sights on his next target, Warner Brothers. Another studio with a shitload of potential and a ton of IPs that it's mostly too stupid or too incompetent to properly exploit. And funnily enough, another news network in need of, reconfiguring.
Wait, so CNN got bought out by these guys then? Wait a minute, so CNN is under this umbrella? Oh my god, wait. So it's Jesus Christ. DC, CNN, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, MTV, Comedy Central, Harry Potter, DC Comics, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Transformers, Mission Impossible, Star Trek, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dora the oh my god. They just bought the whole thing. Jesus. The Chud News Network. Finally.
Ahoy there.
Don, it's me again. Listen, you know how you pulled some strings at the FCC for that Paramount merger? Well, I could use your help again. I'm buying Warner Brothers this time.
I don't know if I can do this a second time, Dave.
They have CNN.
We've got a deal.
The upshot of all the
Oh, wow, it was easy.
this is that I wouldn't expect too many regulatory hurdles for this particular deal. And if you happen to be a big fan of CNN,
You'll be seeing a lot of changes around here.
but what
Man, so CNN in 1 year has gone from just being like a terrible, like, so basically CNN has crashed out so hard, they now have basically a partnership with a gambling company, which is Kalshi, and then now they're being sold to a company. Oh, dude, it's so over.
What does it mean for the entertainment
It's so
side of
over.
things, which is what we're really interested in here? Well, based on Ellison's previous work as a producer for Skydance, it's not difficult to see where his creative sensibilities lie.
Yeah.
He's very much an action guy, with a heavy lean-in towards male-driven properties with traditional heroes, and
Based.
how can I put this? I don't think he's exactly a big fan of the message.
Uh-oh.
In fact, considering Paramount Plus is rapidly turning into the Taylor Sheridan network, I think it's fair to say this guy sees Middle America for what it is, a potentially huge market that's been badly neglected in recent years, mostly by people who absolutely hate them. Imagine for a
That's
moment
probably true, yeah.
if there was a network that catered to their interests.
What?
Now, as
What?
you can probably surmise, the prospect of a multi-billionaire with conservative leanings merging two of the biggest
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if it, this is my outlook for it, right? Is it a good thing that there's a consolidation of all of the media companies under one group of people? No. But I'd rather it be under a group of people that I would slightly more agree with.
studios in Hollywood together
Total
under
chud
his
victory?
personal
Yeah.
control went down about as
Yeah,
well
there's
as
not going to be any more gay people in these movies, guys. It's over.
expected with the usual crowds. Oh dear, it's a bit scary
Oh,
when you
no.
don't have an absolute stranglehold on modern culture and have to compete with
See, this is the reason why they get mad.
other creatives
Yep.
that don't share your particular worldview, isn't it? Pass me the world's smallest violin,
Uh-oh.
will you? I mean, considering Ellison owns Paramount already, his first order of business should have been to nuke Kurtzman Trek from orbit, decanonize every show they've ever sharted out into the world, and have the entire secret hideout team forcibly escorted out of the building.
That's what they should do, honestly. Like, really, like, if they shut down some of these, like, annoying woke shows, and they said, listen, guys, nope, and that was it, I honestly think that they would gain so much support, it would be insane. I don't think that people realize how much resentment there is towards that type of messaging and ideology. I think there are so many people who are just totally fucking tired of it. And honestly, I'm not just speaking for myself. I think there's a lot of people that feel that way.
Fuck it, you can just buy out their contracts if you have to.
Just buy
it's not
'em
like
out.
you're short on money.
Yep.
But whatever you do, just get those
Infinity
useless
money.
retards out of there. But
Yep.
what about Warner Brothers' other IPs like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and the entire DCU? Well, I'd be lying if I said I was disappointed they weren't going to fall under Netflix's control. I mean, Jesus, could you even begin to imagine what a Netflix adaptation of Lord of the Rings would look like? We may just
Dude, it's, again, we are so lucky that Lord of the Rings was made in a time before putting a political message inside of every piece of media was mandatory. We are so insanely lucky that we missed, like, only like 5 or 10 years. And that's it. And you can still go back and you can still watch those movies and they're just as good as they were back then.
have
perfect,
dodged
yes.
the biggest bullet in entertainment history. Wouldn't get too comfortable in that Warner Brothers office if I were you, James.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm not going to pretend that this is an ideal outcome by any stretch, and I don't particularly love the idea.
It's always better for your side to win than the other side. Even though, you know, you could say your side winning isn't always the best thing.
Of independent
It's the lesser of two evils.
studios merging together into homogenous mega corporations,
Yep.
because let's be honest, it's bad for competition and bad for creativity.
Yep.
But on the other hand, if ever there was a definitive signal that the age of identity politics and the message has come to an end in Hollywood, I think this just might be it. The great experiment that's decimated pop culture for the past decade is well and truly over. Good.
I don't know if it's over yet, but it will be over. And I think that it will truly be over when you have all of the artists and other types of creative people that get replaced by AI. Because once they get replaced totally by AI, or not totally, but like almost totally, then you're going to have studios that don't have to capitulate and deal with them at all. Because one of the big reasons why these studios have to deal with these people and why they have these messages and stories is because they have to hire people that think like this, because that's the majority of the way the education system generates them. You're wrong? No, I think that's it. It's a huge factor.
Fucking riddance. The only question now is, when can the age of rebuilding begin?
I think it already is.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Yep.
Go away now.
No, I mean, this is a great video. I'll link it to you guys. It just came out, so make sure to give it a like and give it a watch, right? I think that's great. And 100% give him a sub. I watch Critical Drinker all the time. I think he's totally right about a lot of this stuff, and I'm happy to see it. I'm very happy to see it. And what is this here? Marco Rubio, Disney, Iran. I'll look at the Iran thing with Marco Rubio, but let me focus on talking about this just for a second. Are you tired of winning yet? No, I'm not. I will be tired of winning when every single one of these shows gets canceled and you have, like, basically the way that I judge whether something is good or not is if it upsets people that I don't like. And if it upsets people that I don't like, then it's good. And if it doesn't upset them, then it's probably not that good. But the moment that all of those people start crashing out and start crying, then I think to myself, oh, wait a minute. This is amazing. I'm happy about this. Drinker's great. Yeah, absolutely. Canceled and deleted from existence. Good metric. Yeah, 100%, man. And that's it. What I feel like Netflix just fleeced Paramount with this whole process. I don't know about that. And yeah, Netflix and Disney are spiritually right-wing. Netflix and Disney Plus are spiritually right-wing. HBO and Apple TV are spiritually left-wing. Paramount is fascist. Expert on all things fake and gay. Yeah, that's about right. Well, here we go, guys. That's amazing. I love it. Disney, what the fuck are you talking about? Again, the people that are inventing this stuff, again, if they're unhappy and they're crying and upset, it means that something good happened. Paramount's bid was backed by one of the richest people in the world, the U.S. government, numerous other foreign governments, and more. This is not Netflix's fault. Yeah, it's so funny how Paramount can keep just resubmitting bids and be told no thanks, but suddenly now there's a deadline for Netflix to make a deal, apparently. That's what happens. Yep, too bad, huh? Wow. That's sad. And make no mistake, Paramount buying Warner Brothers is not a win for the right. However, it is a win for the camp of there would have been so much worse if Netflix owned Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's better than the alternative. I think that's really the biggest difference.